Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A handoff for Mixon, running right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Let's go. Oh, south.
Running back sent in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted! Broke through the tackle. And the Panthers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. 2nd and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable 3rd down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem? Well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
Hill escapes the pocket. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. Hey. Warrior 70.
Now Hill. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to get this down to the 13. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
That is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Trap 60, traps, Buffalo 18. Comeback team. 18, Rattler, 18, 7 Pirates, 60 Bobcat. Take over.
From the red zone now. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Panthers take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. On now is York to kick this one away. Has it at the 11. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11.
Motioning the tight end left. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans tie things up at 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Hill now. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Caught, nice gain left side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. This has the makings of a shootout, a lot of points. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at 1st down here. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Tight end going in motion here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's on the move. Throwing on the run, deep down the middle. They connect on the deep shot. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Let's go.
From the 31. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Tight end in motion left. To the air, 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian Harris picks it off. And the Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
at their own
Third down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a first down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
First down, Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Now they send their back in motion right. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that brings up 4th and long. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be Texans football. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Look high. Oh, hey. Hey, Uno more.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And the Panthers are there to bring him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
Here we go. South.
They kick the running back in motion. Another try following the sack. On target to his man Higgins. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Texans going to kick this away on fourth, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Pulled in at the 20. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. And it's the Panthers beginning their drive here.
Got it. Ready?
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing now off play action. He lobs it deep middle. He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And the pursuit gets there to escort him out at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
18 rep. Let's go now.
Back to throw, Hill. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Go street.
Modest gain here on the run that ends with him going out of bounds. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Go. Go.
Brooks. Runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get some late points and the lead. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. Got it inside the 10. And he's in, so how about this? A throwback you almost never see anymore. The fake extra point works and extends their lead by 2. Now he's York to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. This return makes it up to the 25. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. Running back sent in motion. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Woo! I am not sure we didn't see a safety right there. Oh my gosh, I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back. It was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. He's going to push one deep down the right. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
The Texans set to punt. Now the Panthers decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. Taking in near the 46. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they'll only have time for one play before halftime. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. A final throw before the break. A massive shot towards the end zone. And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers will extend their lead as time expires in the half. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Back to throw, Hill. Forced out to his right. Complete out to the right. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. And holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bob, Mustang 19, Panther 11, Panther 11, 19 Lion,
Back now, pressure on its way. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
On second down, it's Brooks.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Running once more with Brooks. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and that brings up a tough decision for them on fourth down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Here we go.
Trying down the middle with Henry. And they bring him down around the 34. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That pass caught by Tank Dell. Rolling into enemy territory. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Couldn't connect to a Tank Dell. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be Panthers football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Hill. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again, in a massive sack on first down. Well, that's the right way to begin this series defensively.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Hill to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I'm sure coach play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. Play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Hands off here for Brooks. And this is a nice gain. That stopped at the 47. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Cuts it to the right sideline. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On the give, it's Brooks. And he's brought down for a loss.
He was brought down by Andrew Booth.
3 quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
70 range, 70 range. Set go.
They go play action here. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Offense up to the line fast. Here he is on 3rd and long. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
All right. 11. 19 tight.
Throwing is Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Has his man. It's Mixon. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, But I don't know how you test courage at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Look to high, look to high. Hey, Uno Mars. Why Tony?
Looking to throw, Stroud. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So it'll be second down.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Galloping inside the 40. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hey, south. 11.
Stroud throwing here on first. Complete to Dell. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down from the red zone. Escapes out to the left. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference and pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal. Stroud. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. Tank Dell, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
He's throwing for it! And that pass is caught. They get the 2 points and a little drama now. We've got ourselves a one-score ball game. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Buffalo 18. Here we go. Set. Ready.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
3rd down run with Brooks. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the crush for moving the chains that time.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Again, it's Brooks. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Hey, check that. Check that. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Now we get to Brooks coming left. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Final timeout called by the Texans. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Alert. Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Come 19. Come 19. Take go.
Back to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. He was looking Xavier Legette's way there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. On comes Cade York, a lot riding on this kick. From the left hash, this will be from 50. It's far enough, but does not get the redirect off the upright. It's no good. And they fail to make this a 2-score ball game.
They tried for the field goal to really eliminate all shadow of a doubt, and instead, well, let's introduce some doubt into the picture and a little energy on the other side. Kate, it's not quite an automatic win still. They're going to have to get focused defensively and make sure they get a stop to clinch this.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Look the hot. Look the hot. Hey, uno more. Uno more. Uno more. Uno more.
Here he is to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Setting up to pass. On target to his man Higgins. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. Looking to throw it. That's cut beyond the marker. So the Panthers pick up the win here. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign.